Eurogold is driven by being the best civil engineering contractor in the Northwest, ensuring its clients are given the highest level of service that they deserve. Eurogold work in a wide range of industry sectors, including house building, highways, commercial and industrial build.
La Vita is an award-winning, independently run Italian restaurant. Located on Rose Lane in the heart of Liverpool, real Italian-style dishes, using the best ingredients, skillfully prepared by our chefs. Come and try our serious Italian experience.
Supreme Upholstery Limited is a manufacturer of quality bespoke upholstered furniture. Come along with your ideas for that perfect sofa to fit your home and let Supreme bring your ideas to fruition. We also offer a service to the contract market, including large hotel groups and small family-run business. No matter how large or how small your order, you will always get that personal service from our sales team. Come along and visit our showroom.
Hello to you all and welcome to the Irish in the UK. Now this year has been a horrible year for us all in one way or another, but the Birmingham Irish Association has done wonderful work caring for the Irish community right across the city with their food bank and hot meal delivery. And recently they launched a toy appeal to try and help some families who are unable to buy toys for the children this Christmas time, and they have been overwhelmed with your generosity. But first up, we're going to tell you a story about Sister Sabina, who came from County Limerick, immigrated to Birmingham in 1951. She was a head teacher for 33 years. She became the Mother Teresa of the people of Birmingham for the wonderful work she done for caring for the homeless and looking after the poor. Now we're going to begin her story with her very best friend, Kitty Riley, at the SIFA Fireside Charity.
I first got to know Sister Sabina about 26 years ago now, since I first met her. It was around the time when I retired from my job as a nurse at IUK Hospital. And I thought at the time, I must, I can't stay at home doing nothing. I must, go out and do some volunteering. And at the same time, the day centre was being opened up down in Persia Street. Sister Sabina and nuns from the convent, they were opening up this new centre down. And they went around all the churches in Birmingham advertising for volunteers. And they happened to come to our church, which is just a short distance from the convent where they live. And they talked about the fireside and what they were going to do and trying to help the homeless. And they left us some forms, and I thought, well, I'll have a go at this and see if I'd like it, I got to know Sister Sabina very quickly, became friends with her, and took her home from work in the evenings when we were finished and brought her in again in the mornings, So we got together and we were talking. She wanted to raise some fundraising for the centre, because at that time we were very short of money, and she was worried about how she was going to keep the centre going. Anyway, we set off. We went to all the schools in Birmingham. She went out to the assemblies. She'd be there for 9 o'clock in the morning, and she talked to the children about the fireside and how short of money we were and if they could help us. And she went on the radio, she went on the television. She had a great friend called Bob Brawley who did a radio show every Sunday afternoon, and he did a lot to help her, and he had some concert for her at the Symphony Hall. He raised a lot of money for her. Another great friend of hers was Ed Doolan, and he helped her a lot, you know, while here, and to raise money. She was well known and respected by the Irish community in Birmingham as well, and they helped her by raising dances, and we did a lot of sponsor walks as well, and the money started coming in. She was quite pleased about that, and I tell you, in the end, well, she didn't have to ask for money because they were so impressed about the good work that she did that they just kept sending the money in without even her having to ask for it.
And of course you both come from County Limerick,
Yes.
so that helped as well.
Well, I suppose it did, yes it did. She came from West Limerick and I come from East Limerick, but that didn't make any difference, you know. And I've met many friends just by being with Sister Sabina, and I've met some lovely, lovely people as well, just by knowing her, you know.
Now,
Yeah.
sadly, Sister Sabina passed away on the 22nd
2nd of December, yes.
It's a big loss.
And
left a
big
legacy.
loss. We all miss her very much. Even the clients miss her, you know, the staff miss her, the volunteers miss her, and appreciated everything she did here for the homeless.
Cypher Fireside is one of the biggest day centre services for people who are homeless and vulnerably housed in Birmingham. So we support mostly adults who are over the age of 25, and they can be people who are experiencing all kinds of difficulties. So it might be rough sleepers and people that are in crisis, but it might also be people that are starting to become at risk of homelessness. And so what we do is try and put some measures in place for them to prevent them from becoming homeless as well. And then we also provide assistance for people who are recovering from their homelessness to make sure that they don't become at risk again in the future. And the way in which we do that is through a whole range of services. So we have a drop-in centre which operates every day. We've operated throughout COVID as well, doesn't stop us. So we do breakfast, we do lunch, we have showers, laundry, facilities. We even do a care of address for people so their post can be delivered here, safe document storage and a whole range of practical support. And then we have partners who come in and provide services. So we've got a nurse, we've got podiatry, clinics, we have mental health services coming in here. We also do employability programs and a whole range of different things. So we are a one-stop shop and very much a hub for Birmingham. So anybody that is vulnerable can come in, access our services, and hopefully we can get them the right support. Originally, we were actually two organisations. So we were an organisation called Supporting Independence from Alcohol and another charity called The Fireside, which obviously Sister Sabina founded. And they began around 1983. So we're going back really nearly 40 years of heritage. And about, I think 14 years ago, we merged into one organisation and became Cypher Fireside. I took up my post about 3.5 years ago, and it was a real privilege to be coming in to kind of continue on the fantastic work that Sister Sabina was doing.
Now, funding, of course, is a major issue with everybody. How do you manage to get your funding? And for people sitting at home tonight, if they would like to donate or contribute to you in some way, how can they do that?
Well, we get funding from a whole range of sources. So we do get some support from the local authority, but we also receive assistance from the general public. And one of the most fantastic things that Sister Sabina actually left us was that really strong foundation for fundraising. And we have lots of churches and parishes and schools and community groups that do activities for us and fundraise. If people would like to get involved, we have a fundraising team as well that can help. People can give a donation online by visiting our website, which is cypherfireside.co.uk, or they can just give us a call. However people feel they can make a contribution, it's always very welcome and gratefully received.
Sister Sabina was a character. There'll never be another Sister Sabina.
2009 was a special year for her because she received a beautiful award from the Queen.
That's right, and truly deserved.
Down the years, you've had lots and lots of supporters, but two people I've got to mention is Bob Brawley. He's done
Yeah.
so much with fundraising and supporting you. And of course, Brendan Farrell has done so much in promoting you in the Irish Post newspaper.
Absolutely. We have been very fortunate. You know, as a charity, it costs over £1 million a year to keep the place ticking over. And we are very frugal, very resourceful, but we couldn't do what we do without the goodwill of the community.
Now, tell me a little bit about your new CD that you're putting together.
Yeah. Well, the 22nd of December this year marks the first anniversary of Sister's passing, and it's been a terrible year for everyone. And I was just kind of thinking, well, how can we do something in Sister's memory? You know, there's no way we're not going to let this year slip and forget that this is her first anniversary. So why not put a CD to get together, collate stories from people over the years, what they did. You know, there's a lot of humour in these CDs. It's a mix from supporters, from our clients, from staff. And I've been doing telephone recordings, and we're reaching out to people that are lonely and vulnerable and asking them to share some memories of Sister Sabina. So the CDs have been collated, and we'll be distributing them, it'll probably be mid-December, in line with her anniversary. So if anyone wants one of the CDs, they are free. If you contact our office, cypherfireside.co.uk or 0121 766 1700, and we'd be more than happy to send you one.
Well, I'm lucky enough to work with a wonderful group of ladies. They're called the Like-Minded Ladies, and we're based at St Thomas More's Catholic Church in Sheldon. And I also work with Carol Scanlon, who's a very well-known Irish dancing teacher in Birmingham, and her special crew, as she calls them. And together they are an absolute dream team. So we work together to raise money however we can for the wonderful legacy that Sister Sabina left. So we've done afternoon teas, we did a Christmas lunch last December, which was a wonderful day and night, and that raised £17,500.
How difficult has it been this year trying to fundraise?
Extremely difficult, because we haven't been able to do any of the events that we've had planned, because every year we do a nearly new close sale where we ask people to donate their unloved goods to us, and they've been very, very successful in the past few years. So we've done 4 events together now with Carol Scanlon and her team, and those 4 events have in 2 years raised £30,295.
Oh,
but this year we haven't been able to do anything, but we have had some donations. We all come down here, we all know exactly how the money's used and how it's spent, and it's every penny is used very carefully, and we know and can see the good work that's done down here on a day-to-day basis.
Sister Sabina has left a lasting memory with the people of Birmingham, and also the people who use the Sister Fireside charity. Now we're going to take a little break. We'll see you in a few minutes, and while you're away, I'm nipping round the corner to the Birmingham Irish Association.
Eurogold is driven by being the best civil engineering contractor in the Northwest, ensuring its clients are given the highest level of service that they deserve. Eurogold work in a wide range of industry sectors, including house building, highways, commercial and industrial build.
IJK's Scrap Metal, Manchester. We provide payment for scrap metal, removal and disposal of cars and abandoned vehicles. A weighbridge facility, authorised treatment facility, recycling and waste management. Full compliance with all legal requirements. IJK Scrap Metal Manchester, a friendly, professional and reliable service.
Supreme Upholstery Limited is a manufacturer of quality bespoke upholstered furniture. Come along with your ideas for that perfect sofa to fit your home, and let Supreme bring your ideas to fruition. We also offer a service to the contract market, including large hotel groups and small family-run business. No matter how large or how small your order, you will always get that personal service from our sales team. Come along and visit our showroom.
The Warrington Irish Club, 83 Orford Lane, Warrington. a friendly and welcoming club keeping the Irish culture alive. We have Irish and country music every Saturday night, tribute nights, race nights, charity nights and karaoke. All live sports shown on the big screens. We have snooker, dominoes and crown green bowling teams along with arts and crafts. Pop in for a friendly welcome and to book your event at the Warrington Irish Club, give Frank a call.
La Vita is an award-winning, independently run Italian restaurant. Located on Rose Lane in the heart of Liverpool, real Italian-style dishes, using the best ingredients, skillfully prepared by our chefs. Come and try our serious Italian experience.
Buckhurst Plant Hire, operating nationwide and supplying equipment to the construction, civil engineering and utility industries. Buckhurst is synonymous with quality equipment and excellent service. Call us today.
IJK's Scrap Metal, Manchester. We provide payment for scrap metal, removal and disposal of cars and abandoned vehicles. A weighbridge facility, authorised treatment facility, recycling and waste management. Full compliance with all legal requirements. IJK Scrap Metal Manchester, a friendly, professional and reliable service.
Eurogold is driven by being the best civil engineering contractor in the Northwest, ensuring its clients are given the highest level of service that they deserve. Eurogold work in a wide range of industry sectors, including house building, highways, commercial and industrial build.
Do you want to work with the UK's leading trades and labour supplier? Danny Sullivan Group operate on the largest, most prestigious infrastructure projects across the UK, and you can be part of our dynamic team. Here at the Danny Sullivan Group, people are at the core of everything we do, and here's what they had to say.
A family-run business with family values.
Because it has a caring and respectful working environment.
Knowing I'm going home safely every day.
We are now recruiting, and you can register online today.
Welcome back. Now, the Birmingham Irish Association have been doing wonderful work all year, caring for the Irish community right across the city of Birmingham with their food bank and hot meal delivery service. Recently, they launched a toy appeal to try and help families who are unable to buy toys for the children this year. And they've been overwhelmed with the amount of generosity they have received. We'll be speaking to some of the GA clubs that's been involved and some of the members from the Birmingham Irish Association. Emma, you've had a really busy morning here, rain pouring down, but it hasn't stopped people coming out.
No, fantastic morning. Huge support from the community within St Brendan, so yeah, really pleased and overwhelmed with the response.
What do you think this is going to mean to families this year? Because, you know, there's not much money around and everybody's struggling a bit.
Oh, it'll be a huge support. I think after the year everybody's had, it's great to give something back to those that need a little bit more this time of year and at Christmas especially. The fact that it can go to the homes that need it and people that need it after, like I said, after a tough year, it's great to be able to give them the Christmas they deserve and everyone deserves. So.
And it's great to see the community here this morning, coming in their cars, dropping off and doing the social distancing and going away again. Yeah, even the weather hasn't put them off, so huge response and from the local area as well, not just the club, so that's been fantastic and well supported as usual and as expected. So yeah, it's fantastic. Tell me how things have been with St Brendan's GA club since we last saw you during the lockdown. A short but sweet season, so a successful one. So we had some huge successes at our underage, our under 15s and under 17s, as well as our junior teams winning a couple of titles as well, and then our seniors getting through to the semi-final. So short but sweet, but a successful season overall. Tara, you've got a wonderful amount of toys here this morning and great support as well.
Yes, it's been fantastic and it's only been half an hour, so we really are overwhelmed by it all.
And it's a horrible morning as well, and people are still coming.
I know, still coming, which is great to see. Nothing will stop them at all, so it's good.
Isn't the generosity of people wonderful?
It is. It just shows how generous the community can be here in Birmingham, and also in our club, Sean McDermott's club. It's amazing. So I've got Kathleen Mannion and Orla Sweeney helping us out, so...
Great team spirit.
Very good team spirit.
Great year again for Sean McDermott.
Yes.
Champions here in Warwickshire again this year.
Yes, absolutely. They're over the moon over it all, so 7 in a row.
7 in a row.
Yeah.
I know that you're heavily involved with the underage. Tell me a little bit about the underage.
The underage goes from under 7 up to the 17s. So they've done really well this year, the year that has been in it. But so they're just fantastic. There's over 200 parents that we've got on the books really with all the kids. So they're really good, really supportive, and a lot of this is due to all their underage parents as well.
And your presents he will bring on this Christmas Day.
We've got 210 hampers here. We're absolutely overwhelmed with everything that's here, and the fact that the Irish Embassy, Department of Foreign Affairs have funded it. They funded it for Irish people in the community who couldn't get home this year, so it was a taste, a smell and a sound of Ireland for them. We have Kimberley biscuits, Barry's tea bags, we have red lemonade, we have Erin's soup. We also have these lovely turf candles, so there's a smell of Ireland. We have a lovely CD and a lovely little prayer as well.
Tell me about the CD.
The CD's been produced by a school choir, Our Ladies' School, a local school not far from us here, and they've been heavily involved with a lot of things that we've done here in the last couple of years at Birmingham Irish.
I know that Tesco's as well have given you wonderful support.
Yes. They saw a post on Facebook and got in touch with us, and they chose us as the charity to help raise money for us by putting boxes at the end of their tills. Unfortunately, the lady, Gillian, she wanted to be here today, but she couldn't be. So we're still in talks with them, and we've still got all that to come to.
Yep. Now today, of course, you've got a lot of the GAA clubs bringing in all their toys that they've collected up for you from there.
They have been wonderful. All of the GAA clubs from Warwickshire, for the last couple of weeks, the amount of toys they've been bringing in is overwhelming, and they're still bringing them in today.
Earlier on, we saw your little boy called Frankie.
Yes.
And he was posting off some letters to the North Pole.
He was very excited to do that, dressed up in his little elf outfit. And this wonderful postbox was made by a member of staff's husband, Ian. We're very grateful. He's done a fantastic job with it.
Now, what about all your volunteers and your workers here today?
Oh, they've been working very, very hard for a long time, actually, putting all the hampers together. And they're all here again today.
Now tell me, the next step is, of course, you're getting in a lot of stuff today delivered by the GAA clubs. How are you going to distribute all this?
Well, we already have 300 families on our lists, so we've compiled the list together. Once everything is put together into gift bags, we've already started distributing some bags, and then between us all, we're all going to be delivering them to the families.
Now, this is going to be a mammoth job, isn't it?
It is, definitely, but we'll all do it together.
Yeah. My goodness, there'll be so many happy children this Christmas in Birmingham.
There definitely will be, yes, there definitely will.
We wanted to get the toy appeal well advertised within Warwickshire GAA. So I said to Morris, look, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll walk as many canals as I can in the West Midlands, the Black Country and Warwickshire over 5 days for you. And I says, what we'll do, use social media, use Twitter, use Facebook. You promote it, I'll promote it. I'll embrace the clubs, which they did. Every single club come to it. So and I then basically started walking. And what the clubs were doing was feeding it back out to everybody to say, look, Mick's out there walking. There's children this year that's not going to get a present. There's children that we as the GAA community want to supply a present for the children. We want to put smiles back on their faces. We want to do what we did earlier on in the year. We brought food to the table. I should have finished on the 5th day. But a construction company, I won't name them, that are very, very close to the association, they basically dangled a carrot on the 5th night and says, if you go back out tomorrow and do 25 miles, we'll give you a tenner for every mile. So you can't refuse that. So with sunset coming up, I was out, left Alton, and I got as far as Hatton, which is roughly about 16, 18 miles. But to get to that 25 miles and not give in and think, right, we can get another couple of tenners out of them, I said to my eldest, Declan, I said, look, mate, do me a favour, I finish, you start running. So he then went out and did 10 miles run on that evening. So we got the two kilometres on 2 posts on using the Strava app, and goes, right, pay us. And they goes, well done, we'll pay you. So that money went across the counter today to Morris and to Trudy to do something with that £250, which we know, as you can see, it will go out and it will make someone really happy. And as you can see behind me, and what you've seen earlier on with St Brendan's and what we've seen with Erin Gabra, and I must mention John Mitchell's who are coming here tomorrow. The passion's there, we're going to do it, and it's fantastic.
And so happy Christmas, we hope you have fun.
Erin Gabra have been taking part in this project with the Birmingham Irish Association and other clubs in Warwickshire. And a couple of weeks ago we had a toy collection, much like it's happening today, and we also coupled that with a food collection for a local food bank in Erdington, just to put some back into the local community as well. It was really successful, and on the back of that we had a hamper donated by the Birmingham Irish Association to the club, which we decided to raffle to the members, and the raffle took place over WhatsApp, which was unusual in these times, and all tickets went within 10 minutes. It was a bit manic for the person who was organising it, but we generated £200 for the association, which we've donated today.
This has been a wonderful GAA and community project, hasn't it?
It's been a wonderful opportunity over the 9 months of COVID. It's really brought the kind of city together, the Irish community and the city together, and it's brought us connections to other clubs that potentially we wouldn't have. We would only see each other on a Saturday afternoon at Partner Heron, where rivalries are to the max, even at juvenile level. But this has brought the kind of all the clubs together, working together to try and help as much as we can across Birmingham.
Morris, we just saw you wrapping your presents there. You're very busy.
We are, yep. One down, several hundred more presents to wrap.
Now you've got some beautiful hampers out there, and I have to say lots and lots of stuff in it. But one of the things that stood out for me was the lovely letter called Memories of Home.
Yes, it's a project that we came up with a couple of weeks ago because we realised people wouldn't be able to travel back home to Ireland with the pandemic, and we thought, well, what can we do to bring a bit of Ireland over here to them? So we came up with the idea of the taste, the smell, the sounds of back home, because we know a lot of people would have been travelling back to families in Ireland and obviously won't be able to do it this time around. So
now we also saw that you made some lovely presentations to the GAA clubs today.
We did. The GAA have stepped up to the plate yet again. They've been absolutely fantastic. The amount of toys that they've collected, and there's still more collections to come in, and we put the appeal out to try and help families who probably haven't got the means to buy toys for the children this year. When you see the amount of gifts and presents and toys that have come in, and people have dug deep, and maybe these people will be struggling themselves this Christmas, but they've put others first and thought, yes, there's children out there who won't get anything this Christmas, so we'll do whatever we can to help them. So it's just been amazing, the response.
Now here at the Birmingham Irish Association, of course you've been doing great work for the Irish community all year round, and of course Christmas time means a lot to a lot of people, but I have to say the staff, the volunteers, everybody here, you've got a wonderful team.
We have. They've all rallied round, and you've seen all the staff and the volunteers and all the lads from the GAA and the girls in there wrapping hampers and sorting out all the toys ready to distribute. We just couldn't ask any more from them. They've been absolutely wonderful.
There's going to be some very happy children in Birmingham this Christmas time. And what can I say but well done to everybody?